your audience to understand, put yourself in the shoes of the audience. But I guess this is just something I'm not as well capable of. And that's what makes writing hard.
Well, with writing, you can use words that you have time. You have time to make your sentences. That's what I felt was so nice about it.
Yeah.
And you have so much time on your hands to complete your sentence. And you can always go back. It's not like words.
Yeah.
Where you can't go back in your sentences. If you say, hey man, you're pretty ugly. Oh, you can't, there's no backspace to go back.
Go back.
Deal with that, right?
Uh-huh.
So books you can say, the gentleman was very disgraceful to look at.
Yeah.
Right? Sounds better. More casual.
Yeah, well, I guess another thing is, so I work at the golf course in the clubhouse, and anybody knows that job knows that it's really boring and really easy. I read 15 books over the summer.
No way.
Yes, way. So that was one thing I was trying to do. Well, not really trying. I mean, when you have the time and you're into a book, you can just skim right through it, you know. But expanding my vocabulary was a big thing I wanted to do too, because I feel like I was kind of lacking in that area. So anytime I saw a word I didn't know, I'd write it down. That little piece of paper would be my bookmark. I'd save it for later, and I have a little notebook just full of definitions.
Wow. Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's, so 15 books is about a book a week then.
Around there, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them were like really easy reads that like took 2 days, you know, where it's like, this is for young adults.
What do you mean an easy read? Would you say like Twilight is an easy read, or would you say Harry Potter is an easy read?
Oh gosh, it's been so long since I read either of them. Well, there's different things that like go into if something is an easy read, and that's if it's interesting, and then, you know, there's some books where I had only 2 words that I came up with that I didn't know. And I would consider those easy reads. There's this movie called If I Stay. I don't know if you've heard of it.
I think I've seen it. Is that with Robert Pattinson?
Mm-mm.
Oh, wait.
It has like Chloe Grace Moretz. Don't know if you know
my
her.
gosh.
Family gets in a car accident. She's in like that like out of body experience, and it's like you choose if you live or die or whatever. And I found it at a bookstore for like 25 cents. I read it in 2 days because it was just, you know, for young adults. I knew basically every word in it. There wasn't many words per page.
Oh my god.
So.
I remember that book. Or not the book. I remember the movie now. Doesn't it end with her waking up in the hospital?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. That's the only part I remember.
The ending. I feel like I'm usually bad at remembering how a movie ends.
Yeah. That's probably... Yeah. I love the endings of thrillers. Oh my god. Have you seen the movie Memento?
No, I've not.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
So I have a movie list on my phone. It's pretty interesting.
I have a list of movies to watch. I should add it to mine.
It is pretty packed, but the next one I have to, I don't have a specific order, but the movie Dinner with Andre. Have you heard of it?
I don't think I've heard of it. No.
It's a movie about a couple guys sitting at a table in a restaurant setting, and the whole movie is just them having a conversation. And supposedly it's a very, very, very good movie.
Yeah.
Critics say it's awesome. So, I think those kind of movies take a lot of skill to make, because that's all script writing. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So, honestly, and it's just taken in one room. That's it. That's the coolest thing.
Yeah.
It's so neat. A Dinner with Andre. And they talk about everything. They talk about like life, religion, relationships, magic, all sorts of stuff.
So it's just them in the one room the whole time?
Yep, at a restaurant, just chatting over dinner. That's all the movie is. Pretty cool. And to make something like that and be spectacular, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that. It's like Quentin Tarantino movies, where the dialogue is pretty much the best part, almost.
Yeah.
Not what they say, but how they say it in certain settings that they use it in, or how he'll use his camera, and he'll bring out certain parts that don't seem like they should be important. Like when Bruce Willis' character is going into his apartment to get his watch.
Yeah.
Right? You remember this part? So he goes into the apartment, and the camera zooms up into the doorknob, You're like, oh gosh, something's important. It's important about this doorknob.
Mm-hmm.
Something's gonna happen right when he opens that door. No, nothing. Nothing happens. It's fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the things that you think are important aren't, and the things that just kind of happen. Like, so he's just chilling in his apartment, gets his watch, hears something in the bathroom, picks up that big machine gun.
Mm-hmm.
John Travolta comes out, flushing the toilet, looks at him. They look at each other for like a few seconds, and shoots him up. It just happens so fast.
Yeah.
But what gets me is just you don't expect that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then Bruce Willis just sits there for a little bit, just looking at him, the gun smoking. And that's it. That's that scene. And it's just done so well.
Yeah, I know. Some creators with anything, it's like, I mean, do you ever listen to a song and you hear a certain lyric and it's like, man, I wish I wrote that? I mean, I think everybody has that experience where it's like, to make this would be awesome. I don't know how people do it. Or just like picking out certain things like that you wouldn't expect.
Right. Like rap artists to a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes... I could never be a rapper. No way. Those guys are pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
With their lyrics anyways. I don't know. The way they dress and act, I'm not a fan. Not a fan.
When you listen to music, what's the main component that you listen to? The first time you listen to a song, you're like, man, this is a good song. Is it because of the lyrics or like the melody, the way it makes you feel?
The energy level. That's what I've come up to conclude. I was talking to this guy at a restaurant/bar, and we were chatting about music, and we were talking about country music and how it compares to metal.
Yeah.
We both are interested in metal, and he says the biggest thing about it is the energy level. And then while he was talking, I was thinking about that energy level. What does that mean? And he says, we're just talking energy level, energy level. When you listen to metal, you just feel the drums, you feel the guitar, you feel the screaming, right? You hear that. And I don't see the vocalist more of a screamer. I see it just more of as another instrument.
Yeah.
But yeah, country compared to metal, country's just so mellow, slow. The beat's so slow. And for certain people, everybody's different with music. Everyone is. And with metal, it's fast. It's fast tempo, heavy. You just wanna turn it up. You can't listen to it at a soft beat. Is what I'm saying. Right? You have to have it turned up a little bit louder than when a country song comes on. And there's multiple other things to why I'm more into the instruments. Just the talent level too.
Yeah.
Remember, I was trying to play drums, attempting it. Double foot pedal, too hard. Expert pro, that's too much.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that was tough. So for them to be able to play that, and then guitar, you have your lead guitar on the other side, your bassist, your rhythm guitar, and your singer, all playing together, like 4 or 5 man band, like that, playing together and making this different sort of sound with their drums and instruments. And that to me is really cool. And then seeing it live is even cooler.
Oh yeah.
Then they really bring the energy to the table. The whole band. Oh my gosh, it's just it fuels you almost. Now when I went to Country Jam, being not a country fan, I wasn't a fan of the music, but I still appreciate how they can sing. But the drummer, I guarantee that guy can just bust it out, right? Put in all sorts of fillers and solos to it. While the singer's singing his song, right?
Yeah.
But the guitarist and the drums is just so boring, slow. Same thing over and over.
Yeah.
Over and over. Today's country is a lot more different than yesterday's country, I like to call it now.
Yesterday's country? Yeah.
Yesterday's country. Because, I don't know, so I was listening to, when I was going to Fargo to visit our sister, Clint Black played on the radio.
Yeah.
And the song's called Like the Rain. Have you heard it? Yeah. I haven't heard that in such a long time. I forgot it. And it was playing. Like, man, this is awesome. It just was different, right? It just felt different. A lot of different beats and melodies to it. And all country songs have some sort of meaning to their madness of singing about the same song. Not same song, the same ideas of getting left or loves and shit like that. Beers and trucks.
Yeah.
Pretty typical. But that song's singing about, like the rain. I'm falling for you, that sort of shit. Different. It seemed different to me, and that's all it took. Because if you listen to a country artist and you play like a CD of theirs, most of the songs will feel the same. They feel the same. They don't sound the same. They feel the same. When you listen to different metal artists, you can go from, you can take a band, let's say, All That Remains. All right, so they're very like thrashy. The singer's super good. He can sing very high, very low, all in between. He has different ranges. In different songs, he'll change it up. While he's changing it up, the drummer's also changing it up. The guitarist is changing. The backup's changing. The lyrics are different. Everything's different in metal songs. Not one is the same. I'm not going to say that about every single band, but their songs are all different.
Yeah.
And I know you're really into a lot of different music too that I've never heard of, and most people have never heard of. But that's like the best thing, discovering that new music. So thrilling.
Well, I mean, one of my favorite things is like, typically it has to be like a band you like, but it doesn't have to. If you discover a new album, like listening to a new album for the first time, just all the way through, and if it's a good one and it just takes you on like that coaster of like the different feelings and stuff, it's one of my favorite things. And then like, I mean, I still love the music afterwards, but there's just nothing that compares to like the first time you listen through that album.
Yeah, or just like a song too.
Yeah.
I think one of the most ingenious apps ever, Shazam. That is so cool. How can they can find songs so quickly?
Can it do it if you like sing a little bit of it too?
What's that?
Can it do it if you just like sing a little bit?
Probably, but my voice is so horrid, there's no way you'd figure it out.
Or I don't know if it does it where it's like, I just picked up on these few words, but I don't know like what the song is. Can you do that?
I don't know. I haven't played with it enough.
Oh.
It's Shazam.
Yeah, I haven't used it in a long while, but I remember I loved it. When I did, and you heard a song, you were like in the middle of the mall or wherever you were. You're like, man, what is this song?
That's probably it's such a helper. What is this song? Just put it up to the thing. I did that for an episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. They played like a weird old jukebox kind of song on the episode, and they didn't say what it was. And then, bam! I just went up to the TV.
Your Shazam.
Found it within like 3 seconds. Not even that. Probably a second. Just like that. It's just some silly song too.
Honestly, my favorite app is probably Spotify. Has been for the last year or so. Do you know that there are people that work for Spotify and make a living making playlists?
Can we sign up right now?
It's a dream job right there. You know, like you make a certain playlist and be like, I don't know, like hip-hop beats of today, and you just like keep adding to it. You know, like, I guess I don't listen to as much of like the playlist that Spotify provides, you know, but they have some pretty good ones on there, and I would definitely make them as a job. I mean,
that's cool. I wonder how much they make.
I don't know. I mean, it's Spotify.
If it's a living, they do such a good job with that app. There's only one band that I couldn't find on there, and that's Tool.
Really?
Yeah, they don't have it, and I think that's because the band didn't want to be on there.
I know they don't have like the Beatles on there.
That's a weird one. Why would they not want to be on there?
I'm not. Well, I mean, it's not really up to the Beatles. I mean, they only got a couple of them left.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
I don't know. I'd have to look at that.
Spotify Premium's awesome. There's a lot of different music apps. People come up to me in the gym saying, "Oh yeah, check out this music app." I say, "I already have Spotify."
I know. People like, put on Pandora. I'm like, who are you, Pandora? Really?
Pandora. Do they have a upgraded version too, where you pay for it?
Probably not. Everyone's just like listening to Pandora playlists.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, you gotta get Spotify. My favorite thing about Spotify is the Discover Weekly. Do you use that at all?
Yeah. Well, once you mentioned that to me.
Yeah.
And I found it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So many different bands. I wonder what algorithm can find that music that's kind of prone to what you're listening to.
Yeah, I don't know if they just go based off of like other people, and it's like you guys have lots of similar artists, but you don't have this person that they have. I don't know how they do it. But I appreciate it, because I discover so many new people that way.
Exactly. There are a lot of hidden bands. A lot. Oh my gosh. You didn't think there would be, you know. But I think a lot of them are from different countries as well. I wouldn't even know, but I'm pretty sure most of the bands I listen to are from different countries.
Really?
Yeah.